Championship Wrestling returns to Madison Square Garden on the 18th of February, scheduled to compete on the Pro Wrestling Spectacular. Everyone looking forward to the return of the mighty midget wrestlers competing in the special tag team match. We'll also see Tony Atlas, a man who really made an impression for himself in his first appearance in Madison Square Garden, lock up with Iran's Great Hussein. Tito Santana will square off against the fabulous Hulk Hogan. Lou Albano sends his Samoans into individual competition. Afa meeting Rene Goulet. Sika squaring off against the Polish power Ivan Putski. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, and a whole lot more, unquestionably, we're looking forward to the main event. The World Wrestling Federation title once again up for grabs on the 18th of February in the return match. Ken Patera will perhaps justifiably get another opportunity to wrestle Bob Backlund for the title in the return match. However, there will be a special guest referee. That guest referee assigned Pat Patterson. So here to discuss the main event with us now, the Intercontinental title holder himself, Pat Patterson, the guest referee. And Mr. Patterson, it seems to me that you're in a not so enviable position here in Madison Square Garden, because as many times it will have it, the official is, well, it's kind of a thankless job. You're in there and you're going to be knocked around perhaps as the last referee was.
Well, there's no doubt about it. It's going to be a tough job. First of all, I'd like to say this, you know, I've had my battles with Bob Backlund, and I must say one thing, that I must respect the man, because he gave me some of the toughest match I ever had in my wrestling career. So he's truly a real champion. Now, talking about Ken Patera, now Ken Patera is also a great wrestler and one of the strongest men in the world today. Now, I saw the last match they had the last time at the Madison Square Garden. Now, I'll tell you, I kind of hate to say this, but if the referee would have been knocked down, Ken Patera would be the new world's champion. So because the referee got knocked out of the ring, the match was called a draw. The referee got carried out in the stretcher. Now, I was asked to be the referee. Well, I'll be the referee on this match. And the way I'm going to look at this match, Vince, is I'm going to look at it as a wrestler's point of view. Now, these guys, they want to go at it like two dogs. They can do it if they want. But I promise you one thing, I'll be standing up at the end of the match, and I'll give the belt to the man that becomes the winner. And that man will be the world's champion, of course. And I'll guarantee you, as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be one of the toughest matches I've ever seen. And I'm glad I'm going to be the referee to see it.
So indeed, you are going to what? Be objective in this situation, or are you going to be a bit partial toward Ken Patera, toward Bob Backlund? How does Pat Patterson see it?
Vince, I'm not going to be partial to anyone. I'm going there to do a job, to be a referee. And like I said before, the best man is going to win this match. I'm not going to favor nobody. I know, like I said before, I've had my battles with Backlund, but it's all down the drain now. That was yesterday. Now it's a new day, and I'm going there to do my job as a referee, and the best man is going to win.
Thank you very much. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from the Intercontinental title holder, indeed the guest referee, Pat Patterson, in the main event. We may now, let's bring on the champion. Let's bring on the World Wrestling Federation title holder, Bob Backlund. And Mr. Backlund, you unquestionably will look forward, I suspect, to once again meeting Ken Patera in Madison Square Garden. The last match called a draw.
Yes, I am. I'm really looking forward to, you know, that the last match, it was a tough one, and I have a lot of respect for him. He's a great wrestler, and it got a little out of hand. The referee got knocked down, and the wrestlers had to come down.
If I may interrupt you just right there. The referee was knocked down. Ken Patera, either rightly or wrongly, claims that you, Bob Backlund, intentionally knocked the referee down. Backlund, you intentionally, to save your title, knocked the referee down.
That's not true, Vince McMahon. I think we can get the films out and show it was Ken Patera that threw me into there. I did hit the referee, I admit that, and I did knock him down. But it was Ken Patera throwing me into the referee that did knock him down. I did knock the referee down.
Now with Pat Patterson and his guest referee, that certainly changes.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Pat Patterson is a tough man. One of the toughest people that I've ever been in the ring with. And I've wrestled him a lot of times right here in Madison Square Garden. And he's a hard man to knock down. He's not going to get knocked down. There's going to be a definite winner in this match. I don't have no love for Pat Patterson. He says he's going to call it the way he sees it, right down the line, and he's going to call it like a wrestler would want a ref to call it. Well, that's fine with me if he's going to do that, because we're going to find out who the better man is, and I know Pat Patterson's going to be on his feet to raise the winner's hand, and I pray to God it's me.
Thank you very much.